good evening. Welcome back to Learn Life Lead. Learnings from life to lead the life. This evening we have just come out for a change because every day we eat in a box, we sit in front of a box, we live in a box which is a four-walled box. So I don't want to give you the same feeling again taking it in a four-walled sized room. That's why I came out to give you a change, because Learn Life Lead is learning from different things. Let's learn from atmosphere today. So I also wanted to tell you that I'm so glad because the videos and the message that we are trying to deliver through this social media is reaching out to many people. It in turn is giving us some energy and the enthusiasm to develop even better videos than the previous one, so that it will be useful to you and also to us definitely. So today, back to the discussion. Today we'll be speaking about two important people in life. One is Mr. Raman and the other one is the CEO of a company. So we'll call him the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of the company. So these are the two characters in our story, and we'll see how the story goes. So Raman is a specially abled person. He doesn't have his limbs during the time of his birth. So one day, in search of a job, he goes to a company and he sits in a reception in his wheelchair. So after a couple of minutes, the CEO passes by Raman and he just gives an unusual look to Raman, like, what is this guy doing in this reception? And CEO just passes by because CEO is very busy, no? He can't just greet Raman also. So what happens is, exactly after 1 hour, Raman goes to CEO's cabin because the CEO has to interview Raman in order to take Raman inside this company for a job. So after seeing Raman inside his cabin, the CEO is surprised and dumbstruck, and he'll be saying like this: "Man, you came to my company for a job that was like this?" This was the question posed by CEO, and Raman just gives a sweet smile, which is really down to earth. But how the CEO receives that smile, he receives as though it is a sarcastic smile, and he again asks a question to Raman. Raman, I just wanted to ask one straight question. So tell me any great thing or great activity that you have done in your life when compared to me. So what CEO wants to ask Raman is, Raman, tell me one great thing or activity that you kind of people do when compared to us. That was a question posed by CEO. Then you know what Raman gives the answer? Just two straight lines. See, Raman tells like this: "Sir, you were also there in your mother's womb for 9 months, and I was also there in my mother's womb for 9 months, but you kicked with your 2 feet your mother's womb in order to come out of that. But as I do not have my 2 legs, I couldn't kick my mother's womb with my 2 feet. I was able to join my hands together and thank her that she's about to give me life." That's it. That's it. So the very next moment, as Raman could not raise from his wheelchair, CEO in turn kneeled down in front of Raman and asked for an apology. CEO was telling like this: "Raman, I'm extremely sorry for the way I spoke to you, and I seek for an apology." So Raman again smiled. That's his attitude actually. So Raman was being offered a key position in the organization. So what we wanted to conclude is, in order to grow big in your life, to an extent, aptitude will definitely matters, but only to 15 to 20% when compared to 100%. So it is only the attitude that matters. So in order to reach your altitude, it is the attitude that matters, but not the aptitude. So besides this, we also wanted to deliver one short message. See, we see many specially abled person in the society. Wherever we go in the morning, we see people who don't have limbs or arms or legs, or who have survived with acid attacks, or who look dark and etc. These kind of people. It is not that we will do like this. Let us not do like this. If we see a lady who is survived by acid attack, let us not stare at her for a couple of minutes like this, like yuck. What happens is, it lessens the self-confidence of that woman. She gets a guilt feeling in her heart. Let us not create that. What in turn we can do is, we can just go to her, we can just greet her, hug her, ask her what happened, what are her struggles, how did she overcome. Because when a woman was survived by an acid attack, it is not her mistake. In turn, if the woman, though she survived by acid attack, if she comes out in the society and stands as an example, the courage that the woman is having is equal to infinity when compared to us. So we can learn a lot from those kind of people. That's what we want to deliver for this week. Thanks for your time, and thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Have a great day. Thank you.